Hey everybody, this is Pebbles, the horse, and I am Papa Sean, and this is Bernard, and we are here to show you how to get your skills up for free, well kinda for free. This guy here, he is going to wreck your armor. He might even damage your weapon, but he is going to do it all with a smile and a few insults. All you gotta do is talk to him. There might be a quest that leads through this bit with the prince of that castle there behind your character, but you just want to say, hey, I want some training. And a lot of times trainers will give you like defense, axe, sword, things like that. But this guy's going to let you do training combat with a real weapon.
I'd like to train, but I want real combat with real weapons.
A bit cocky, ain't you? But all right. I like a man with a bit of piss and vinegar in him. I never learned as much with a wooden sword as with a real weapon. The old master swordsman says a true apprentice of the martial art should be wounded at least once. Some say he should even try what it's like to die. But that's blasphemy. Let's fight then. Have no fear, I won't kill you. But you might get hurt, and if you do, I won't bandage you. You'll have to deal with the consequences yourself. What weapon will you try?
Alright, so he's going to give us some options here to try out different weapons and things. I'm going to go with the longsword.
Still don't feel entirely competent with the bastard sword. I'd like to try that.
Right, lad. Grab your piece.
It's going to throw you right into combat, so be ready. The weapons are going to be drawn, so do not put it away. And you can defend with Q, using the keyboard. So when you do a block, you can throw in... you can throw in a defensive... an offensive attack, and you'll kind of counter right as you have the green. So he's going to beat the living snot out of you. Now, what you can do is attack once, defend, and then you can use your counter attack. So block. Alright, so this way we can up our defense, we up our attacks, and we don't get hit. Our armor doesn't get wrecked. Maybe you might still get hit, but it's going to be less common. But you can just block his incoming attack and do a counter attack at the same time that you have that green shield up. Alright, now another thing. Whoa, he's coming at us. Alright, so another thing you can... Oh, you feisty. Alright, so another thing that you can do... This guy's... Oh, he's going to get me. He's going to get me. Alright, is charge right at him. You charge right at him, and it's going to put you in a clinch. He's going to... And if you up your skill with clinches, you're able to win those. Yeah, give him a head cracker. That's another good feat to pick up. Alright, so the guy that's going to destroy our armor, we are going to kick his butt in the combat. So we just upped our skill in defense. And we're bleeding, so you're going to want to take care of that as soon as those swords showing that you're in combat go away. I'm going to go into our inventory here. Hopefully I've got some bandages. Alright, combat's over. I'm going to go into my bandages so I don't bleed out on me. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and apply those bandages. Try it again. We're not bleeding anymore. Alright, so you're going to get wounded doing this. Your health is going to go down. You're going to want to rest after. When you get a chance. You know what? We aren't quite beaten yet, so we're going to go back to him, and guess what? You can do it all over again. So we're going to train with combat. You can skip past his conversation, go right into longsword, and you're back at it. Now you can just keep practicing, getting used to combat in the game. And again, if you are able to block, you get that green shield, you push the Q key, and then immediately hit an attack, and it will attack as well. There's a counter. Oh, I'm bleeding. This is going to be a quick one. Alright, so when he attacks and you have that counterattack option... Oh, I'm bleeding twice over. Yeah, you talk to me. What I found is that if you attack them once, they tend to attack you back. And if that's the case, you can get your blocks in. A little bit to the face there, pal. Alright. So I throw... I'm bleeding. Gotta win him. Beat him quick here. Maybe throw some clinches in. Alright, so he's given up. So when it pulls you out of the combat before you are like beaten the crap to gray, you've basically beaten Bernard during that session. And we patch up. until we're done bleeding. So you might want to stock up on some bandages. Come back to Bernard, tell him he stinks, but you still want his
I'd like
training,
to train.
and then we'll go right back into the
Still don't
longsword.
feel
So rather than trying to find a battle where you're in danger and you want to up your skills, this guy, he's always here during the day. Oh, and you can get some practice fighting in a somewhat safe environment. Because if you're bleeding and you don't have any bandages, you could die. The trick is not to get hit. So we got like a little flawless victory there with him, so we're not bleeding this time. And then if you had some alchemy, healing potions and the like, you can get yourself even back up in snuff. I'm really not wearing much of any armor right now, by the way, so he would be tearing apart any armor I do have, and I tend to steal armor, use the armor in the training and stuff, because it's very expensive to repair it unless you're repairing it yourself. And we just go in here to Mr. Bernard.
I'd like to train.
A bit cocky, some say. Let's
And
fight this.
he's going to let you do this as many times as you have health.
Bugger!
Well, sometimes he will counter the counter and really get you. We'll do a clinch. So I put points in clinching because I like the idea of winning those. And then you can usually get a free shot at him. I'm just really low in health. Not looking to take a chance, kind of using the... Oh, he got me on that one. I'm not quite certain, but I think you have to use the attack buttons when you're in a clinch in order to kind of shove him back. Come on, Bernard. Take a swing. Yeah, that's right. You got all that armor. Take it. Alright, so what you saw there was me taking my helmet off, basically ending the combat, but that's because he had surrendered. It doesn't show him screaming like a little girl to stop hitting him, but him walking out of the combat is effectively him doing the same thing, right? Because in order for you to end the combat, you can just surrender him, like if you feel like you're going to bleed out unless you get some bandages on you, and I'm down to 3. So anytime you have a chance to take some bandages and loot, go ahead and grab them, because they're great for utilizing in this training. Alright, so let's try training with a real
I'd like to
weapon.
train, but I want real combat.
A bit cocky.
And we're going to skip past this contact, and we're going to go to an axe. Or let's do halberd. Halberd.
I'd like
Okay.
to train with a halberd.
Right.
Alright, so I have not ever tried it with the halberd, but it actually gives you the weapon.
What?
Well, don't call me names. That's not very nice. Whoa, one hit. You can see how I'm bleeding out now. He won't actually kill you, right? But you definitely want to heal any bleeding that you're doing. And I'm down to 1 bandage. I have a sliver of health yet. Don't jump off any little cliffs here, right? Right off the edge. Yeah, that could be too much for you. Alright, so we're going to get on our horse. And one of the nice things about Bernard in this area near Rattay is that it is right next to a lodging. So all you got to do is roll back to your lodging and you can sleep it off and come back at it the next in-game day. So just an easy way for you guys to get your skills up, train different weapons. You don't have to have the weapon in your inventory. They'll give you the weapon to use for the training. And I hope that helps you. I'm gonna get some sleep because Bernard kicked my butt. I mean, sure, we got him like 3 or 4 times, right? But he got us that one time and about near killed us if we hadn't had those bandages. Catch you guys later. Good hunting.